welcome Whitewater to an edition of Local Music Talent. This is the program to watch if you want to learn more about your fellow college peers and how much talent we really have here on campus. I'm your host for today, Guy Biondi, and each week we search for special talent here in Whitewater, more specifically, talented musicians. And on this episode, we will be catching up with a junior who on the side moonlights as a DJ. Yes, we will be talking all things EDM today, which means getting to know all about our special guest we have in studio. With that being said, I would like to welcome our guest, Andrew Eppen. How are you doing today?
Dude, I'm doing great. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great also. Also known as DJ McCoy's Boy, your stage name.
Yep, that's right.
Thank you for joining us today in studio. It really means a lot to take some time off. I know we're all busy with exams coming up.
For sure, dude.
So 10 minutes, we're just going to talk about EDM. Everything
all right.
Our audience members want to know about EDM, you're going to tell them. So before we go back to your roots, would you like to tell the kids a little about EDM and what it's all about?
Well, EDM stands for electronic dance music, and it's kind of hard to explain. It started in the 80s with the Chicago house music scene, and it started with disco, and from that it's kind of evolved into what it is today. And it's pretty much it gets a lot of hate because it's all made on the computer, but really it's all the same musical know-how of being in a band. So it's pretty much it's very drum-based and synthesizer-based, putting those together to make a song that people can ultimately dance to. It's just a bunch of fun.
That's awesome. It's definitely on the rise. I'm seeing it everywhere now with the explosion of dance music, and EDM is definitely playing a factor into that. So our first question for Andrew is going to be his roots, how he got started, became an ambassador for EDM. So Andrew, with that being said, when did you start, your passion for EDM? When did it all start for you to really blossom into a, passion?
Well, I was a senior in high school, actually, and one of my friends, her name was Sasha, she gave me actually a deadmau5 CD, who a lot of people know. She gave me his CD, 4 times 4 equals 12. And at first I thought it was kind of weird, but I kept listening to it, and really I started to get into it. So then what I did was I went on to different sites like Pandora and YouTube and Spotify, and with other people in the community I found different music, and it was something that I really started to enjoy.
That is awesome. I mean, it's always great when you're very passionate about something. And so I guess with that being said, how do you really balance, something you really cherish? Whenever I hear someone is part of sports, how do you balance really the work that you do for school, and college
for sure.
and EDM music? I mean, how do you balance that?
Well, it's definitely very hard. This semester I made the choice of taking 18 credits.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of times where school comes first, so I have to get that done. Mm-hmm. So usually you'll see me working on my music at night or on the weekend. So I'll have to get all of my homework done for the day, and then I can focus on my hobbies, which my first and initial hobby is DJing. But pretty much every chance I get, I'm either listening to music or working on more mixes or actually original productions that I've begun to work on. So it's all just trying to find time for it.
Definitely. With everything, I mean, in college it's always about trying to find time and balance all
definitely.
your loves. I guess that was really cheesy, but whatever, we're going to move on. That's what we do here. So I guess before we keep going, I guess we really got to talk about your name, your DJ name.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still confused about what it's all about. I'm sure there's a lot of people watching this show right now, what's McCoy's Boy?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell everybody
Yeah,
what
definitely. It would be nice to clear that up, because, I go up to the show after, I'm done spinning, and people are like, dude, what's your DJ name? And I'm like, DJ McCoy's Boy. And they're like, what? What's your name? DJ McCoy's Boy? Where is that from? And actually, it's from the original series of Star Trek, Leonard McCoy, the chief medical officer on the ship. And that's actually something that I enjoy. I'm kind of a science fiction nerd at heart. So
Yeah, there's no shame in that.
yeah,
No shame in that.
Star Trek, Star Wars, all those things are really stuff that I love doing. So that's kind of where it came from. It's just a fun
awesome.
thing, very unique.
That's very awesome. So as this show is called, it is Whitewater Talent. So have you recently collabed with anybody in Whitewater so we can get their name out also?
Oh yeah, actually, there's another DJ named DJ DDM, Mark Jansky, and actually he was very fundamental in helping me to become the DJ I am today. Actually, freshman year we lived on the same floor in Lee Hall, and together we collaborated a lot and pretty much learned how to mix music together, and also we used each other as an outlet to find different music and kind of like ping pong off of each other to learn different things. So he's definitely done a great job, and he's like been kind of like a supportive influence in my life. Like even now he still is very supportive of my DJ career.
That's definitely always helpful when you have somebody to like bounce off ideas with, and somebody that's kind of in your
Yeah,
shoes.
support
He's
is
also
huge.
a junior.
Yeah, he's also a junior, so he's
That
our
really
age.
helps out.
Yeah.
So I guess to keep on going with this, I mean, we're learning a lot about you, Andy. We're like putting a microscope over you, and we're really examining you. So I guess another question would be is how many venues are you being able to perform at, since you are a college student and worrying about all this academic work? How do you find shows? How do you manage to do that?
Okay, well, initially, being in the DJ business is two things. It's the skill of playing, producing, mixing music, and then also it's about knowing people. So specifically, I mean, you could be like the worst DJ, but as long as you know people, you have like a chance of getting somewhere, however crappy that sounds.
Yeah.
So luckily in my couple years of being a DJ, I played in Wisconsin, Illinois, and Missouri. So I'm very blessed to have had all those opportunities, and I've gotten to play at different venues like the Rave and Segredo in Madison. So yeah.
That is very cool. Very cool to be able to travel when you're in school as a college student.
Yeah.
And so I guess to really wrap things up, maybe give us a glimpse of what you plan on for your future. If you plan on sticking with EDM, do you are you planning to stick with this genre of music to like take it as a career?
Oh, well, every single day I kind of think about what it would be like to be a professional DJ. And that's something next semester that I really am going to expound on, since I'm only taking 14 credits and I actually don't have class on Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. So I'm going to take that time to really focus on my craft and create original productions, try and get my name out there. I mean, next semester is pretty much when I'm gonna go a lot more hardcore. This semester I kind of had to lay back a little bit since heavy credit load, but next semester I'm definitely gonna shoot towards my dreams. So I've had the opportunity to play at a lot of different places, and two of the more special ones have been the Rave in Milwaukee and Segredo in Madison. Actually at Segredo, in November, I had the opportunity to actually open up for one of my influences, and that's Audion. He's a progressive house trance DJ who's from Connecticut. And also, aside from that, there's a few other guys from the United States that I really look up to, and those are Blau, who is from Las Vegas, and then there is Tritonal, who I believe is from Texas. And those guys are actually really huge players in the scene. One thing that should be noted about EDM is that it's very heavily led by DJs and producers that are based out of Europe, mostly the Netherlands and Germany and the United Kingdom. But these three guys, Audion, Tritonal, and Blau, they have really made a mark with the music that they put out, and they've had a lot of different opportunities to play at big music festivals, so I definitely look up to them.
Well, I would like to thank our guest today, Andrew Eppen, for joining us, and thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Local Music Talent. Be sure to check out Andrew Eppen on Facebook, and The Rave is where he's performing next. I'm sure you won't be disappointed, and see you all next week.